Hi everybody, it's me. I'm um, reporting from my bed because I have my feet up. Okay. I hope everybody's well and you're enjoying your summer. And I know this isn't. Some people might have to cancel their vacations considering how bad the economy is. But we haven't been to the shore or picnicking yet because Bobby and I, my feet and Bobby's back. There were scans taken on my husband's back. Excuse me. And there was a CAT scan and a bone scan because he can't have an MRI because he has a stent for to keep blood clots from going into his lungs, which has metal on it. Because if you can't do that if you have an MRI, you can't have anything metal on you, or it could kill you. So anyway, they didn't the doctor didn't really give him a diagnosis. He just said, and I looked at the pictures, the X-rays or whatever you call them, and I could see where he had arthritis. It kind of glows because you see the skeleton and you see the little area, the slight area where the muscle mass is and everything. He's very thin. He's lost a lot of weight because of the pain. He can't eat like he did, and I love to feed him. And anyway, but the doctor just said, I'll get in touch with the back brace people. And Bobby was like, well, doctor, like, what is it? There's a mark on my spine. It's like 1.5 centimeters. That's something. And I could see in the x-rays it was a hole. Like, it wasn't all the way through the bone, the vertebrae, but it was a hole of some kind. And I wanted to know, I felt there was something wrong, that he needs to, you know, get this diagnosed. And the doctor said, well, start with the back brace. And I was thinking, and we discussed it, and I said, back brace? You've already had back braces. Chris gave you, your cousin gave you one. You've had them. We've had them before with you. I don't see how this is going to help. And he says, well, I could give you a shot in the spine, I guess cortisone. But he said, if, if there's a risk with it, he could hit a nerve or make it worse or something like that. But Bobby's still humped over, and the back brace people finally got in touch with him, and they said they're going to check whether his our insurance, Humana, covers the cost of the back brace, and so that's what we're kind of waiting. I'm not happy with this. I am not happy. It was just like my vision. Everything was confused. This makes me worry even more. That there's something there and it needs to be tended to. It needs a biopsy. It needs to be found out what the heck it is, a dark spot on my husband's spine. His arthritis showed up on the bone scan and the CAT scan. I could see it myself. The doctor said the areas that are inflamed or there's something wrong with him will light up. And his oh my god, he was lit up like a Christmas tree on his knees, on his ankles, and everything like that. So anyway, we're just waiting for to hear about the back brace, and Bobby's not real. I told him to get a second opinion, and he knows some people who are doctors, and I can't say how he knows them, but anyway, um, they want to look at his scans because one of them is a radiologist and she's very, very good. She works in I think the University of Penn. Bobby, where does a permanent work? Where does A work? What hospital? I know it's Philly, but what hospital is it? University of Penn? Well, anyway, she's a very experienced, trusted. And he's known them for a long time, the couple. They're from India. And he's done their, we've known them for a long time. He's done some work in their house, basically. He's not working full time, but he's just working enough to get some extra money. He's allowed to make a certain amount of money because he's on disability because of his back and his blood clotting problem. So anyway, that's the story with my husband. If in case anybody was interested, and I want him to get a second opinion. And this person could give Perna could give him another opinion. I want him to. I want a biopsy done of that mass because I'm worried. But anyway, so that's it. So anyway, so what we were talking about before about the thing I saw about Biden, like something Biden would do, there was something really bad, and it would just knock him out. It would kill him politically. And so that came true with the debate. It was leading up. I mean, it was pretty bad, and everybody who had half a brain knew that the guy was not. He didn't have all his marbles, which is not his fault. But then you can't be the president, you know. So anyway, so that vision came true that this is going on right now, and I saw that he wouldn't leave office, that he would still be in there because Donald Trump would slide right in. And I was wondering, I said to Bobby, I said, why didn't I see the assassination attempt? Because that was important. That if that would have gone 2 inches in, it would have killed him. It would have gone right through his eye. So I believe, and a lot of other people do, that it was divine intervention because Donald Trump is supposed to do a job for God. I mean, this is supposed to happen. And he is protected because everything they've thrown at him, everything they've tried to do has been ruined. It doesn't work. You can't touch him because when you have God, on your team, it's you know. So anyway, I was thinking, why didn't I see it? And then I thought about the numbers I'd seen recently. I don't know if I said anything, but it was I saw the numbers 310, and I thought it had something to do with Trump, and I said, I wonder what it meant because it bothers me when I can't figure it out, and I don't want to wait decades for this. So I thought 3-1, and 0 in the tarot is Trump's card. It's the magician. No, it's not the magician. It's the jester, the man who steps out into the world and is not afraid to try something new. It's the 0. It's not even a number in the deck. Next comes the 1 in the tarot, which is the magician who has skills. But this card, the jester, is somebody who's willing to just, go his own way, do a new path. And that's exactly what Donald Trump is doing. So that is his card. So 310. I could figure out what the 0 perhaps meant, but 3-1, I was thinking, why would I be envisioning something that's going to happen in March? Where that'll be after the inauguration, but then I thought 3-1 is also 1-3, and the 13th was the day of the assassination attempt, and I was happy with that. That I had seen, and then his card 310 as his card, the new innovator, the beginning, the first person on the ship standing on the front of the ship, saying, "Let's go," that person. Because on the night of the election in 2016, Bobby didn't stay up to watch, and I, of course, nod off about 9:30 at the latest. And I tell you the truth, I voted for the other person. I voted for Hillary because I figured she had. Never mind. And anyway, Killer. Oh, you said Hillary. Yeah. I figured she had some experience, and I didn't know anything about Trump, and I really wasn't into politics at all. But anyway, I said, who won, Bobby? In the morning, I said, who won? And he says, I don't know. I didn't stay up that late. It was boring. There were commercials on and everything. And I said, oh, I'll tell you. I'll tell you who won. Let's see what the cards say. And I flip cards once in a while. I do, readings and all this stuff, and I flip cards to say one answer. So I was flipping the cards, going into the into his room where the cards. Actually, we sleep in different bedrooms because of the dogs right now, and his back pain. Anyway, so the cards were on my altar, and so anyway, the jester came up, the zero card, and I immediately knew it was him. It was Trump. And I said, oh no, Trump won. And he said, oh good, I voted for him. And I was like, you don't understand. We don't even know him, and so that was, from then on, that was his card, the man who's willing to go out and do it, fight, like he said after the assassination attempt. He was revving his people up, his flock, I'm not comparing him to Jesus or anything like that, but he's a shepherd, and he represents his people, and we love him. I love him. I just think the world of him, and I don't care what he did when he did something 90 years ago, whatever. We're all human. We all make mistakes, and we all do different things. I'm not proud of some of the things I did, but I wouldn't call myself a criminal or something like that. That's for my husband to do. But anyway, Pa. I call him Pa. Anyway, so I'm sorry if I'm talking too fast because I am manic right now. I have bipolar. Anyway, I'm starting on new medicine. So anyway, so I said, oh no, Trump won. Trump. He says, did you turn the TV on? And I said, no. I pulled the card, and this card is Trump. Is the card I would pick for Trump. This is it, and sure enough, Trump won. So that 310, the zero would be relevant to Trump because I knew it was about Trump, and the 3-1 could be transposed to 1-3, and it's part of the cleansing. It's part of the big bomb that's hitting us right now. With spiritual good versus evil, and if you notice, the evil ones are going down, just like I saw. And also, I had vision of the VP, and it was a female, a white female. I thought she had brown hair because there's only. I just felt she had brown hair. She had long brown hair, and she was a white female. And I kind of went for Vivek because he is, kind of like Donald Trump in the younger, he's an entrepreneur. He's a millionaire. He's got companies. He's so smart and everything. So I was still going with what I saw. But when Trump picked J.D. Vance, I was like, huh? I know he's like conservative, and he's got. I think they said that Trump had maybe 2 people that he picked, but I was hoping. I saw that he would. Well, I was thinking, since my thing, I was thinking maybe Sarah Sanders, but she's already a governor and she's doing a wonderful job. And I kind of did. She's not, she hasn't been out there giving speeches and anything like that, but she's supporting President Trump. So I thought maybe Tulsi Gabbard, because she was a Democrat. She became independent. She's very supportive of Donald Trump, and she's very smart. And she was a governor, and I thought he would pick somebody who had been a governor, not just a senator. Not that that's not important, but a governor has more experience. And Mike Huckabee would have been great, but he's a little older, and he already did his thing. His daughter's taken over for him. And so anyway, I was confused. I said, Bobby, I'm never wrong. I don't understand. And then I thought about it, and I thought about something I saw that that my timing might be off. That the next election could be a female president or a female VP, not like Kamala, but a real VP. Somebody who knows what they're doing, who will clean up the border, who will, do what she's supposed to do instead of cackling all the time and taking trips. She actually has not done anything. So a real VP. And I was thinking, okay, my timing's been off many times. I always hope, because then I can cross it off and move on to the next thing. So, let me get some water. I like the bubble with the lime. Anyway, so I thought my timing's off. We're gonna have another female VP. Not this time, but there's election in 2028. And also, this is funny because The Simpsons, that TV show, has predicted things that have actually happened in certain years. In fact, way back in like 2010, they had an episode where Homer was flying, and what he was flying over was kind of like barren land, and there was a Trump 2024 sign, like a advertising like vote Trump 2024, and this was back in like 2009. And this is stuff that they predicted many things, and it's really weird. And they're predicting people will settle on Mars by 2050, which scares me because I don't like aliens. I'm scared of them. I just don't want to have anything to do with them. I love this planet. But anyway, so that was a prediction, and also there was a prediction that the Simpsons, they made the show about certain things, and where Homer goes to Mars, and I don't know what exactly the thing was, but they made a lot of predictions that were going to happen. And they also showed a picture in one of their videos of Trump lying in a casket, and there's no way they could have known that Trump would even become president in 2016. It was like 2010 or 11 or something like that, the episode. And then they had an episode, this is not a conspiracy theory, this is just really kind of weird. They had an episode where Donald Trump, Lisa, became president after Trump left office, because they already had they said in one show they had Trump coming down an escalator, a huge escalator, and Homer was behind him because it's their show, and he was behind him, and that was exactly how he was introduced basically to the public. And so anyway, they were saying that after Trump left office, and there was a picture of him in a coffin, but I think that was more like the assassination attempt, if it was. And if it was that, and also Lisa become a female, becoming the first female president in 2028. And I was like, okay, well, maybe that's it, because my visions are never wrong. I just do the timing. I don't know the timing. And also, so that was, that was basically it. That I thought, and Laura, not Laura Trump, but Ivanka wants to go into politics, and she doesn't have any experience, obviously, but he might put her in his cabinet. I don't know, but it was just kind of weird. I thought my timing's off. We're still going to have a female president or a vice president, and it's still going to happen. It's just timing's off. So that was that, and what else do I have to say? I think that's it. And the assassination attempt was absolutely horrible. I mean, I can't believe that this was one lone gunman. Um, I just think it was a plot because they want to get him out of there because Biden's tanking so bad. And after the debate, which was horrible, um, they want to get Trump out, and they've been trying to get Trump out, but now it's like urgent because the election's like 3.5 months away or something, and so they're even saying like I watch a lot of conservative news channels, not conspiracy theory channels, but a lot of conspiracy theories have come true where we were looked at like, oh my God, you're nuts. Like the election interference when in 2020, the satellite imagery from the military was picking up signals coming from Italy and other European countries and Mexico, Venezuela, and we were thought to be nuts if we thought the election was somebody messed with the election. But they did. And it's been pretty much proven. So I think they're going to find out a lot more about this person, this shooter. And it's a shame they had to kill him. He probably was shooting at them, so they had to, but it's a shame they couldn't have let him live or just disabled him and his legs or something so they could find out information about, you know, what his motive was, because nobody still knows what his motive was. And it's a shame. It's very sad that the other man died. And the people were, I hope they're going to recover the two people that were injured very badly. And like I said, I think it was divine intervention, because if Trump would have moved his head, hadn't moved his head away, it would have gone right into his eye. And that would have been the end of him. And our whole country would be going down the tubes some more. Because the Republicans do not act. They talk. And they talk and they talk and they talk. But they don't act. They need to grow some. Because Trump is the one who does things. And everybody says, oh, Trump, blah, blah. They're just repeating fake news. They don't know. They don't know any facts. And like I said, nobody's perfect. But they haven't proved anything. And all this millions of dollars they spent on the left, on crucifying Trump, they haven't proved one damn thing. And the thing with this, the porn star, whatever, the statute ran out. And a judge just announced that the classified document, the big thing, she threw it out. I think it was a she. And anyway, so everything they do to him, everything they do to President Trump will fail. Because God is in charge. I saw this. I saw Trump first as a sage or a messenger. And later on, I saw him as a warrior standing on a chariot and going into battle with a gold breastplate on. And that's what I saw. First, he was an orator, speaking, and then a couple of years later, he was a warrior. So I believe that God saved him because he's not finished yet. And So I think that's all I have to say. I've talked your ear off, and I hope everybody's doing well and getting cool in this heat wave. And I love you and take care, be safe, and I'll talk to you soon.